Alright. Happy Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day as I'm recording this, so figured I'd put that out there. We're back. This is episode 12. We have now taken over Poland. We got rid of them in the last, 2 episodes ago. And I think right now we're still dealing with, everybody hating us pretty much, except for Carthage, who are only guarded, but that's probably because they're close and too afraid. That will probably do it for the warmongering. I think we'll spend the rest of the game trying to appease city-states. So I actually played another playthrough where I... how should I say that? What did I do? I ended up winning as the world leader through the Congress, which is what my goal is in this one, I think. It's difficult, though. The best way I've found is to get a bunch of delegates to be on your side, a bunch of city-states, because later on you get one delegate vote for every city-state that's an ally of yours, and I literally ended up buying them all. You can complete quests and do stuff like that. Like, for example, it says here Prague desires a trade route. Where are they? So they're over here. So if we would send one of our trade ships to them, it would make them happy. Happier. We get slightly more influence that way. But in the end, you can literally just buy the influence. If I talk to them, we can see here, you have enough money, and there's enough, it's a small enough game like this one is, we can literally just buy our victory if we want to at the end, so. Excuse me, I have a snivelly nose. What are we doing here? We're gonna put a city up there. That was really our next goal. For this episode will be that, because we want access to that side of the sea. And why don't we just build a settler here when we're at it? We're happy again, so all the unrest and stuff is over with. Solved all that last time, which is excellent. So let's focus on some more science again here. We're still fairly early on in the game. About halfway through, I would think, as far as turns go. This bullying thing we will never do. We will never bully another city-state just to make a different city-state happier. Where did you go, barbarian? Did you take off? You can't run. I think I just went too far, didn't I? Yeah. Oh no. Good. Where are we? We're in Ottawa. Can we build any wonders? Red Fort. Defensive bonus to all cities. It's cool and all. You know, I realize we have room for 2 more trade routes, so let's build another cargo ship here. Unfortunately, this mountain range really cuts us off from this side of the continent. If we do need to settle at some point, we could do something over here, because there's coal here, copper, stone. There's a lot of natural resources over here. World's Fair. Yeah, we did nothing, because we were in the middle of a war, which is too bad. We didn't think that timing all the way through, but whatever. There you are. Found you. Now you're gonna die. I've been watching Rumpo's Let's Play of Civ 5, and he's going for the tourism thing, which is... I've learned a little bit about that watching it, and also experimenting in some other games. When you become influential over other over other civilizations, but it takes a lot of work, so I'm really curious to see how he's going to pull that off. It's difficult. Alright, here's our settler. Let's march him up in that general direction for now. I think we're going to put him right there by the water. We have explored all of the oceans, so I wish that they would have a patrol route option for these units. Like if I would just tell them to go from here to here and back and forth, which would be nice. But we'll just have him sit there on alert status. He's almost at full health, so it's close enough. I think we have plenty of workers. Let's go for a factory. Bump up that production. It's interesting, we own a tile over here that's actually right past Singapore's borders. We're really encroaching on these city-states. Okay, so let's see if we can still do a... oh, are the trade routes to city-states banned right now? Yeah, bastards. Good, and I did propose to repeal that though. Alright. So we can't go anywhere except for Quebec. So we're gonna have to... That's no good. We'll wait for this ship. We'll leave that there until we have that city, then we'll rehome it over there. And see if we can get access to some other places, which we should be able to. We should be able to go, like, across here to this place. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. Let's build a... We don't have a harbor here yet, huh? No, I'll fix that. Let's build a circus. Alright. We were working on this whole... Yeah, see, we're going after the patronage thing so we can have extra benefits with city-states, so let's continue that. It's good. So if we do end up buying them all later, which is probably the likely scenario, it won't cost us quite as much. So I guess for now, we're really going to focus on money. Stockpile as much gold as we can. Oh, see, see now, there it is. +1 delegate per city-state ally. So, it is now at this point. Now, I'm not going to do this yet. Can we see this in here? No, we don't see that yet, but... Wait, we get to vote. Vote for a new host. Holy cow, look at this. They have 6 city-state allies already, so they have 10 votes. So I can guarantee you that these guys are going to become the next host. So what we can do, knowing that, let's vote for them as the next host. It will make them happy. Because we will appear to support them, even though we know we just don't have a chance. I'd rather be the host myself, but that's just not going to happen. Here's the list. You can see those guys are allies with Siam. And these guys are all allies as well. So, but at some point we can literally just throw enough money at this guy and steal them, so to say. The other civilizations do not necessarily like that, but we don't worry about that too much. I'm gonna wait. Let's have a look at the tech tree here, because I haven't looked at it in a while. Where are railroads are there. So we're gonna have to get these. Might as well get this. This will give us extra food and stuff like that, which is good. Even when it looks like you have plenty of food, that stuff goes down pretty dramatically if you don't keep a good eye on it. Suddenly you'll find yourself with no food and starving or stagnating cities. And then you wish you'd done something about it. I was going to do something with this musician, wasn't I? I think I wanted open border so I can go in there and have a rock concert. Yep, so Siam becomes the host, just like I said. And we can see here who voted for them. Obviously all of there are 10. See, everybody else voted for themselves, except for me voting for them. I don't know if the game will pick up on that little strategy, but I hope so. I would really like open borders with you. Nope, it's just not going to happen yet. Not yet. We will send this guy up in this direction because we're going to have to build a road to connect our new city here in a minute. Wait, next turn. They are really trying to push their religion around here. What religion is that? Islam, okay. We don't care, we haven't paid any attention to it, really. So, whatever you want to do, knock yourself out. There's coal in there. That's good. I'm gonna need that. The other benefit from having city-states as allies is that you gain access to their resources. So, if for example we need later on oil or something that's a little bit more rare, and we don't have any within our borders, we can look for a city-state that has them, because you can see on the map what resources are where, and we can work or pay them or whatever to become our ally, and then we gain access to that resource. So at this rate, the way that things are going, CM's going to become world leader at some point if we don't do something about it. Guaranteed, with all these city-states. The way it works is it requires more delegate votes than you can have in the beginning, but every time that that's voted on, and every time that, even though you don't actually become world leader, you gain, I think, a permanent 2 delegate votes. Which, and then, of course, that adds up over time, so... let's do a bank for the money. That's actually... Now we can change the home city to Charlottetown. So in the next turn, then we'll be able to, hopefully, send them out somewhere. Let's build a workshop. See, there's not much of a point for us to become allies with all these city-states at the moment, unless we actually need them for something. I'd rather pile up money, and we're getting a lot less than we used to, so we need to keep an eye on that for sure. I don't want to go through their borders, they're going to get pissed off. And we are building a road. This is going to be my dedicated road builder. Okay, now let's see, please. There we go. Look at that. That's what I wanted. I wanted to go to this city. We'll get 18 gold per turn, which is great. So that paid off, totally paid off, putting a city on the west coast here. Happy with that. This middle part of the game where you're no longer exploring, you're just building stuff up, and you're sort of, if you're not playing very aggressively and attacking other civilizations, can be a little bit, I don't want to say boring, but it can be a little bit stagnant. Because you're just doing things for the sake of doing them and, you know, preparing yourself. Like, you'll have turns where there's nothing going on. You're working on researching technologies and building up whatever it is that you're building up, whether it's money or religion or culture. See, I'm going to start putting some of these trading posts in there because it will give us some money. What am I looking at here? Bank. Okay, so you've built a road there. Put a road there. And see, if I was going after tourism, I would create a great work of art, but I'm just going to start another golden age. Just get a boost to everything, like the economy and all that. Yeah. See, that religion from them has already spread to here. Just a matter of time until it makes its way all the way over here, which is fine with us though, because currently we're actually following a religion that we didn't start, so we don't care. Oh, and it's in Kingston. How did it get there? Must have been through the missionaries that they've been sending over from Egypt. Fertilizer, so that bumps up our food growth, food production, which is good. Quebec, seaport. I think we need it. Is it military science? Yes. Because then we'll get to dynamite and we'll get to railroad eventually here. I remember the biggest thing in some of the older Civilization games was that on railroads you would use up no movement points at all, so you could literally cross the entire map as long as you had a good railway system. It's not, you know, it's not a freebie in Civ 5, but it is a big, big movement advantage. Look at all these great people. We need to find a place for him to actually do something with. See, again, this is another concert thing, but we can't get into anybody else's. I could probably check what city has room for great work. Okay, we're definitely going to go for the culture on this guy. And this will complete our road connection when that's done. Kingston, we will build a factory. And here we will build a windmill. No, the bank. Bank. Money, money, money. What? Oh, you're just mean. Yeah, you're all... I know. I'm the bad guy. The threats. I just hope that Carthage won't threaten us, because we will wipe them out if they do try to do something. I don't think they will, to be honest, but you never know with the AI in this game sometimes. Let me actually see, what would this be? This is a musician. How do I get to see that? I don't even know. I wanted to see where I might have room to... And we'll just let him sleep there. At some point we'll build an amphitheater or something like that, which I think gives us a spot. And let's just make sure every tile that we have has got a farm on it, pretty much. Alright, so we've completed our road connection. It now has a connection with the capital. We can start improving the land. These guys might be ahead of us in tech, just judging by what their embarked units look like. Let's build another one more cargo ship, because we have an extra trade route. That's money we're literally passing up on for no particular reason. Egypt is very focused on religion, I can tell. This could be interesting later on. Okay, so we'll send them over to Charlottetown. I think that might have actually been the wrong unit, but oh well. Yeah, it was. That was the caravan. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Wars maybe.
I'm actually going to talk to Mr. Egypt over here and ask him to stop spreading his religion. Oh, stop spying while you're at it. They're not going to agree to anything anyways. Maybe we can get finally open borders. How come... Oh, there she is. What do you want for this? Still nothing. Can I give her a gift? How about I give you 5 horses? There you go. Take that. Free. Free horsies. Okay, so this is the cargo ship that I wanted to bring over there. There we go. Work roads, archaeologists. I don't think I'm gonna do us any good right now. Let's keep building up on the. See, if we build the opera house, we'll get a great. We'll get a slot here for a work of art from a musician. Sure, we'll do the same thing here, actually. Okay, so we can go now with any of these. This reveals oil. That's not a bad thing, actually, but it doesn't help us with this. So steam power. Or dynamite. That's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Doesn't matter. We got a couple more turns in this video. Why aren't you moving? I wanted you to go there. Okay. Now you can now go to Carthage. Apparently our happiness has dropped down to 0. See that? It sneaks up on you because your cities grow or trade deals expire and suddenly your happiness is just boop, gone. Okay, good. We are ahead in tech. Excellent. By a fair bit. Only 8, huh? Oh, well. 8 golds is better than no gold. No, we don't want to replace it. Where else can we go that we can do things? I know we can go up here somewhere, so... I figured out why, by the way, I couldn't get spies into the cities that I wanted to. It's because I didn't have them in their capital. You can only put a spy into another civilization as a diplomat if it's in their capital. And I wasn't paying attention to that before. 5 turns until we get to vote on repealing embargoed city-states. Now. We should think about this here in a second. What does this give us? All city-states which are allied provide a science bonus. Nice. We kind of wanted this repealed. We know that there are going to be 14 votes against it. Yeah, we're not going to be able to. I was going to say, even if we buy all the city-states as allies right now, we would take some away from them. But... now, they're not going to use all 14 delegates. They couldn't. I wonder if maybe 6 would do us. So let's make an experiment here. Why not? We have some money. Let's take a couple of... oh, actually, I should see. Okay, so we want to take allies away from him if we can. And Carthage, ideally. Okay, so we're going to go for the ones that we're already close. For example, Singapore, we're almost there. We already have 52 influence. We need 60 to become friends. Because to become allies. But we also need to get more than Carthage has. Ah, it says right here. I didn't know that. Only 18. Excellent. Okay, so if we give them this... bam. Now they're our ally. Did that update in here? It did. So now they only have 4. So when we look at it, now it says nay 13 delegates. And we have 4. So that's the most. That's not saying that they're going to take all 13 and say nay against this, but they could. Let's do this to these guys as well. How much do we need? 26. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this because there's 5 more turns and these constantly go down every turn. Where are we close? Kiev is kind of close. See, and they want a trade route, which we can't do, of course. How much more do we need? See, we need to give them a lot of money. Okay, now we have 6. We would have 6 votes. We might be able to pull this off. I don't want to spend any more money right now. This is sort of a test and sort of an example of how this works. But hopefully those other civilizations will be focused on the arts funding, not so much the repeal of the states. Yeah, see, they're not happy. Get over it. See, porcelain connected to... that's great. It's because of this. We actually have porcelain, and it was connected to them, which is what they wanted. So our influence increased another 40. That's the other thing I can look at that, is to see what kind of desires those city-states have, and whether or not we can provide them, because that gives us even more bonus that way. Okay, that's good. Carthage, that denunciation expired. Let's check on her open borders again. After this video, we're gonna do the World Congress in the next episode. I think this will be our last turn here. Actually, we're gonna leave this for the next one. We have to choose an ideology. So for now, we'll just do the basic stuff here then. Choose production. We'll get the opera house here as well. We'll leave that for later. Let's just check real quick if we can get open borders from her yet. I doubt it, but nope. Alright, so next episode, here's what we're going to do. We're going to choose an ideology next episode. And you can see what this looks like. We'll explore that more later. And we'll get to do the World Congress, and with a bit of luck, and the fact that we have 6 votes now because we have allied city-states, maybe we'll be able to repeal the embargo on city-state trade routes. Until then, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.